Indeed, a warm welcome to you. Amnesty International has accused Somalia's government of creating teams of online monitors who troll journalists and report them to Facebook's standard enforcers in order to disable their accounts. The Western-backed government in Mogadishu detained 38 journalists last year, setting a national annual record. The Somali Journalists Syndicate said last month, raising concerns ahead of a parliamentary election later this year. Indeed, the efforts by government censors were paying off, with 10 Facebook accounts belonging to journalists being shot in a single day last June. The London-based watchdog said in a new report on the state of media freedom in Somalia on Thursday. So this is the latest report from Amnesty International on press freedom in Somalia.
Exactement, Jerry. Au moins 8 journalistes.
At least 8 journalists have been killed since 2017, and 8 others have left Somalia in fear for their lives, according to Amnesty study. Reporters Without Borders placed Somalia 164th out of 180 countries in its latest press freedom index, with at least 43 journalists killed in the past 10 years. Somalia also ranks first in the ranking of countries where crimes against journalists are least frequently solved and prosecuted, according to a study published in October 2019 by the Committee to Protect Journalists.
With us now is Abdullahi Hassan, Amnesty International's researcher for Somalia. Hassan is with us from Nairobi this morning. Welcome, Hassan. A warm welcome to you. Hassan, so the report is out there, but first off, I'd like to hear your assessment of the current Somali administration. What do you make of President Abdullahi Farmajo's 3 years in office so far?
Thank you so much. As you may know, successive governments in Somalia have violated the right to freedom of expression generally. When President Farmajo was elected as the president of Somalia in 2017, many, including us, had hopes that the situation will change for the better. But as you know, since his second year as president, we found out that the situation of freedom of expression in the country was deteriorating. Not because there were increased killings of journalists, but because the government was particularly very sensitive on issues that are critical, on individuals that are critical to it, including journalists. And we have seen that the authorities have actually employed new techniques, including bribing media outlets for positive media coverage, and also using new sophisticated ways of surveilling social media and online, users. So these are new trends that we have seen that are limiting the right to freedom of expression in general, and particularly media freedom in the country.
Monsieur Hassan, sur le terrain,
what is your organization doing on the ground?
Amnesty International.
The interventions, I think we are talking about interventions made by the government. So we have been in touch with the government about the findings of the report. The Ministry of Information was involved in reviewing, for example, the media law, which was very problematic, at the beginning. But we understand now there is a new draft that was passed by the Senate, which was more, better than the previous one, although it still has some problematic provisions that we highlight, including some vague provisions that can be misused by authorities, and requirements to license and ask journalists to get identity documents. That is something, some improvements we did, although the media law still has some problems. The government also told us that they have actually created a national coordination committee to protect the safety of journalists. However, it's not clear how the government is going to, how that committee is handling issues we raised in the report, including investigating previous violations against journalists, and generally improving the safety of journalists and media practitioners in the country.